Hello, Stickosaurus here, and I thought I shot the beginning of this video already, and I can't find it, so we're just going to start again, which is kind of better because this might be a little bit better of an intro. But anyway, what we're going to work on today is my version of this helmet. I don't mean version, I guess mine. I printed this one. It printed too small. I'm just going to throw it away, but I have a friend who really loves this helmet, so I figured to finish it. I didn't do the visor and all that, which I'm doing on mine. I have some work done on it already, so it might just jump, and I apologize. I don't know how I lost the footage, but I printed another one for myself, bigger, and it will fit on my head. This kind of fits, but it's very tight. Um, but yeah, so I'm going to be finishing a Shishi Red Orion helmet, I believe it's called, from Kyuranger. I love this helmet. It's so cool, and I think his turned out really nice. I think he's going to like it. He just uses his for display. He puts them on his wall, so I wasn't too worried about doing the visor and all that for him. If he really wants, we could probably drill the holes out and everything, but uh, just finished this today, so I'm going to get this sent out to him, and hopefully I can get mine working a little better. I cut the visor out of mine already. I do have some footage of me working on it a little bit, I think, so you'll see that. But anyway, I hope mine turns out half as nice as this one does, and hope we can do the visor. For this visor, I used black, white, and dark blue to give it that space look, and I think it looked pretty cool. And I put some glitter, and I got a little heavy in some spots I don't like, so I know not to do that on mine. So this was kind of a trial run for hopefully how to do mine better. And not that this one's bad. I think this one looks great, and I mean, hopefully you do too. But anyway,
We're
let's
going
get
to try to cut this out. The plan is to go along this edge, and this edge here. Hopefully. I'm going to draw a line here with a Sharpie so I can see it better. But, yeah, I am currently clearing the smaller one for my friend. So I know how it's going to look, and I'm real excited. Hopefully, if we can get the visor pulled off right. His, you can't see through. He just likes to display his, so I don't think he'd really mind. And if he does, in the future, I can put holes in it. It's not a big deal. But we're going to try it. And when I painted the visor on his, I did black, and then some dark blue, and then sprayed some white, and put a little bit of glitter. And it looks pretty good to the show. So we're going to cut this out.
So I've been dropping the ball with this. I thought I'd got a video of me cutting this out, but I guess I didn't. I don't know. It was a real pain. I don't know if we have to really worry about filling this in too much because realistically, the visor is just going to go back right on top of this. So I'm just going to probably give it a light sand to get rid of some of the rougher stuff so it doesn't push the visor out. But I think it's looking okay. Also did some filler putty here, or some epoxy sculpt, I mean, on the back of this because I couldn't get all the supports off. So we just kind of covered them up. I just did one coat of spot putty, light coat. That's all I did to this so far. So this will be the first actual sanding, and then hopefully I can stay on the ball and actually get this video together. I don't know what's going on. I think because I was working on the other one a lot more because I was trying to get to him by Christmas, and cutting this visor out was kind of intimidating, and I wanted to use I know I have a video of it, me trying to cut this out with a wood burning tool. So hopefully I can find that and put it in here before this so you already know what I'm talking about. But if not, it didn't work. So we just used the reciprocating saw I usually use. I think that's what it's called. I don't know. Multi-tool, whatever. So we're going to get this sanded, primed, and then hopefully carry on it. And I did manage to save the visor I cut out, so we should have a pretty easy template. It did crack, but I super glued it together, so it should be pretty good. So let's get into it.
I mean, it looks terrible with the visor cut out like that. It just looks like garbage. But other than that, I think we're looking okay. There's like a shift around the chin here we need to probably work on and fix. But other than that, we're getting there. We're getting there. I think it looks pretty good. Back's getting there. I need another coat for sure. So we'll let this dry and maybe we'll try to get to it tomorrow. All right, we're gonna sand this again. Using a new technique for the spot putty. Just thin it out with acetone and brush it on. It's amazing. Super recommend. I foresee me using that on literally everything from now on because it took maybe like 10 minutes to coat this entire helmet and the back. Whereas if I did it by hand, it would be thick, uneven, and take me like an hour. So, I'm gonna be honest, it wouldn't take me an hour because I would probably just say it's good enough halfway through. So, super pumped about it. It's great. In one of my next videos, I'll do a little tutorial on it. I'm just trying to get these through so I can get working on some older ones I've had laying here for a while. This one was just started on because I was trying to get that other one done for Christmas. It's actually going to be delivered today. I never sent him like a finished product, so I'm kind of excited for him to see it. So we'll see what happens. But yep, we're going to sand this, you know, usual. I pretty much only use like 220 now. I know before I'd do like 100 and then, or 60, then 100, then 220, but pretty much just filler primer, 220, spot putty. That's really all you need. And then wet sanding's different, of course, but yep, we'll get this sanded. And I think maybe while the primer's drying, I'm gonna take the visor I cut out, try to make a template and see if I can get something that fits here. And we'll just kind of get a head start and figuring out if we need to like fill this stuff or, you know, what. So I don't like being caught off guard when I go to do the visor and just have no idea how to do it. So we'll see what happens. But yep, let's get to it. All right, that went well. The little hand sand as well up here. Might try to get this a little more with some sanding files. It's kind of hard to get in there, even with my hands. So, but it's looking good, honestly. We'll see how it looks after we get a next coat of primer on, but it might be really close to wet sand time. So, gotta get that visor figured out. But all right, we will prime it next. All right, the back, I'm gonna say, is probably done. Hold on. Lie to you. Now it's done. It looks pretty good from what I can tell. I mean, we'll double check after it dries. Front, I'm leaning towards almost done. Still see a little bit like a layer shift here or something. Maybe we'll do like one more little coat of spot putty here. Yeah, but other than that, I think we're about done. Excited. And like I said, once it's drying, I'm gonna just see if it's possible to do the visor by hand. If not, I don't know what we're gonna do, but we'll figure it out. All right, we're gonna wet sand this. I think it looks pretty good. I did a little test wet sand here, make sure it was ready to do it. It wasn't gumming at my paper, but did that. She's looking good, so we will wet sand it. I did get the visor figured out, I think. All I did was take this that we cut out, that I had to glue together, and I just clamped both ends and bent plastic around it. Clamped, traced it, cut it out. We'll have to adjust it once we get it on here. I left a little bit of wiggle room around it so we can glue it in place, cut it, and then go from there. So that's the plan. We'll see how it actually goes. Actually, I have the visor. I put spray tint on it, so it's drying, or else I'd show you. But I also dropped this, so
Maybe we'll find a crack or something. I noticed I didn't get any primer back here, but we should be okay. But, yep, let's get her wet sanded. Okay, so the white got it on there, dried. Here's the visor we made. Find out which side's still with the plastic on. I think it's this side. Yes. Okay, so the plan is we're gonna get it here, we're gonna tape it, trace out what needs cut to make it look nice. So we can have these weird irregular shapes. And then we will glue this on now. I think that's the best way to do it. We'll see, but I think that's a good fit. And then we can even everything up. So. All right, so that's what we're gonna do. Let's see how it goes. Okay, as usual, that didn't go exactly as I hoped. I got some glue that snuck out here. I'm gonna let it cool. We'll cut it. Not a big deal. But kind of lost lining it up here. A little bit up here. Oh boy. Oh boy. Just a little bit. I'm thinking for this at least, black. When we spray paint it black, it'll be fine. This I'm gonna glue down here in a second. I was just making sure this was set. This, I don't know. Might take like a little, small piece and cut it to fit there. And I think with the, once we spray paint it, I think we'll be fine. That's where we're at. I don't think it looks terrible. Again, other than that. And I gotta glue down the sides and trim them. I think should be fine. Take off, see if it pops out at me or something. It don't look terrible. Don't look terrible. I'm happy with it. I think it's very fine. So that's the plan. And again, I'm gonna mask like I'll probably use this tape at least like here and here, and then we'll spray paint this all black. Make sure we mask these because they're white. I know now. I don't know if maybe I'll do the red first. I'm not sure. Let me think about it. But I think it's gonna be okay. I'm gonna tack down the sides, trim this up a little bit, cut this glue off, and maybe fill this. You can honestly, with the paint on this, it might hide, but in fact you can still see the infill here, and it might be the real issue. So that's what I'm thinking right now. I guess next we'll paint. Okay, we're gonna paint the visor. So we're gonna try to get it spacey looking. So we're gonna use dark blue, some black, and then spritz it from distance with some white and a little bit of blue. I did this for the other one and it turned out pretty well. So, but I'm just gonna do navy blue first, and then we'll do spritz of black. I'm gonna try not to get it on the visor as much as I can, but we'll see. Okay, it's a little hard to see, but I'll give you a close-up once it dries a little bit. But it turned out okay, I think.
but we'll see how it looks when we take the mask off the visor, if it looks weird or not. So. Okay, we're gonna do the red line, the stripe on this. If I was a little happier with how this helmet's turning out, I would try to candy coat this. I'm still not sure. Maybe I just should, but I could candy it. I did do a Slayer axe for Buffy the Vampire Slayer a long time ago, and my father helped me, but we candied that, and it looked great. I just can't remember if we clear coated it. I think we did. We're just gonna hit it with red. All right, that's 2 coats. That should be more than enough for that little bit, especially over white. Hopefully it didn't run at all, but you know, we'll see. You never know. I did Tamiya fine tape, and then Tamiya's regular tape, and then, you know, masking tape. So usually it works, but it happens. Definitely happens. But yeah, we'll do this. I'll probably do the red parts on the face by hand. That's what I did on the other one. I just masked off a little bit and brushed it on with a Q-tip. That seemed to work fine. It took a couple coats, but a lot easier to mask on the whole helmet, as far as I'm concerned. And then we'll clear it, pinstripe it, and the usual will be done. Like I said, hopefully the clear makes the visor look better. It is what it is. I tried. I think this is what, 4 Kyurangers in a row. I've just failed spectacularly at the visors. The stunt ones I did look okay. So, like I said, I'm probably gonna get files for them, and maybe we'll just redo them all. I'll keep going and see if we can finally get there. I doubt it. I'll give it a shot, though. I will give it a shot, and maybe we'll just have a big old Kyuranger video and just do all 6 of them at once. I don't know. That seems wild. I'm getting anxious thinking about that. So I don't know about that. But let's let this dry. I'll get to it next week. It is Sunday, and sadly my fun work is coming to an end. Okay. I know it looks a little rough, but it's just because of the masking. I might do one more little brush on once I finish doing this other thing I'm working on. Going to touch up the stuff tomorrow. It's around here needs another coat, or just another go around with some white and touch up just a little bit in the back here and fill this white in darker. Just little stuff. We'll get the pinstripe on. We're gonna try something different with the pinstripe. We're gonna do pinstripe, clear nail polish, let it sit for a little while, and then clear it. My goal is to try to use some 2K clear. I tried before, and when I went to activate it, I smashed down on it like they do, but the cap was cracked. Like it tells you to. It says hit from the, like that, as you can see. And when I did that, the cap was cracked, so it busted open, and I smashed the nozzle off the ground, and it snapped off. So couldn't even use it. Wasted $20. But I have like two helmets we might be able to clear tomorrow. I don't know if we'll be able to clear this tomorrow. I need to look into this, see what it actually is, but that's the plan. But I'm gonna let this dry just a tiny bit while I'm cleaning up, and then brush a little bit more on, and hopefully it looks okay. I don't know, but yep, stand by. Okay, we're going to try to clear coat this with some 2K clear. I think I did it right. I don't know. This is my second time trying it. First time I broke the can. So hopefully this works, but here we go. I don't know. So, sorry, I have my respirator on because this stuff's nasty. Let's see if I can. So that's 2 coats. I think that might be enough. I honestly don't know. It's so hard to tell. It goes on kind of weird, and then it like becomes beautiful. I don't know. It's wild. I'm gonna stick with 2 coats. I'm gonna try to get 3 helmets cleaned with this. I feel like if I just keep putting on and on, I don't know. Maybe like the last one, if I have a little bit left, we'll just go for it. Because once you crack this stuff, it's only good for, it says 48 hours, but you know, it looks pretty good. I mean, it's definitely shiny, but I don't know. We'll let it dry. I have no idea how long this stuff takes to dry, so that's a whole other thing. I really don't know much about it. I know a couple people that use this on their helmets, and you can tell. And just by looking at it, I think I can see why. It's beautiful. So, just said I'm going to let this dry, and I got 2 to 4 of the helmets I'm going to clear with this. So we'll see how it goes.
I think that clear coat saved this helmet. I hated it. We cleared it, and I love it now. I wish we could have got a little bit more coverage with the red up here, some spots, and it ran a little bit. I did the clear, I think, unless I just screwed up. But other than that, I think it looks real good. Back looks great. Look at that. That's that 2K clear. And this was 3 coats. Great stuff. I see why people use it. It was a good test on a helmet that I didn't really care about, but I think it looks good now. I really do. So we're gonna do magnets and elastic, and then we'll get to the spin around. How's that sound? So let's get to it. This might be hands down one of the best red power ups ever, and it turns it white. So it's wild. It's wild. I didn't know this was a red power up for the longest time until I actually saw what he was and where he came from and all that. So I mean, would you have known if you never watched Kyuranger? I don't know. This thing is a little snug, and by little snug I mean super snug. I feel like Doggy Kruger with this on, just smashing my face, and it's hard to breathe in here. If I make this again, I'd probably bump it up another 5% or something. I don't know. It's snug in there. This was the one I was most looking forward to making of the Q Rangers, I think. Um, and we tried another thing with the visor. I don't think this turned out terrible. You can certainly see where it is. I wish I would have took the masking off, like I said, and maybe been able to feather it a little better. I think it would have looked um, probably certainly a little more believable. This was also with that 2K clear, and that just makes anything look good. We could have, you know, let my 3-year-old daughter color this with crayons and put 2K clear on it, and it would have looked better than this. Um, she's very talented. So I'm sold on the 2K clear. It's so expensive though. I can't promise I'm gonna use it in all my videos. Most people say you should use about 3 coats for a helmet. I use 2, and it's nice. I could certainly see 3. Tack coat, heavier coat, and then a wet coat. That's probably the plan next time I use it. But it costs about $20, and you can get about 2 helmets a can. You have to use it like within like 24 hours or something, or else it hardens in the can. You can't use it. So yeah, there's a lot of cons against it, but I think this speaks for itself with the pros. Yeah, I wish I would have cleaned up the cut a little bit better. It's something I'm working on. I'm trying, always trying to get better. Always trying to get better. Even I sometimes I feel like I overcritique myself, but sometimes I'm like, yeah, that's something we need to work on. So we're getting there. We got a lot of future stuff coming. We need to get the rest of the Kyurangers done and screw up all their visors. Like I said before, we'll keep trying until we get the perfect thing. I can kind of vacuum form slightly now, but these visors are so big. I don't know if it's possible. I'd like to do yellow, that'd be fun, but you know, we'll see. We'll see. Uh, we have some more early 80s, late 70s Sentai coming. I know it's not everyone's favorite, but they're wild designs. They're fun. I like them so. I mean, I don't mean this in a negative way, but I do this mostly for myself. I just like having fun and meeting new people. Uh, so I'm gonna do what keeps me motivated to keep doing this, I guess. So all the Denziman's coming. Probably, I'm probably gonna redo my Sun Vulcan Red and get the other two commissioned. It's probably already news by now, by the time you see this, because it's gonna be a couple months. But I just put the final payment on uh, Goggle 5 commission, so get ready for that team that no one wanted. It'll replace my ugly black helmet that I will show you once we get there. Uh, yeah, that's coming up, and I'm sure you're by now. It was already announced, or maybe not, because I don't have the video down. But okay, I'll keep that one in the pocket. I know I've said a couple videos. Hopefully, it gets announced before or after this, but um, partner with someone to try to bring some creations to life that a lot of people seem to enjoy. So hopefully you look forward to that. I know it's a bit cryptic, but we were kind of working on a kind of a reveal thing. So I don't want to give it all away. I would, but then I realized, well, I'm still working on that helmet. So that probably won't come out to that helmet comes out. That one might skip the line actually. So we'll see. I'm just babbling. I apologize. I've been trying to tighten up my editing a little bit. I'm not a video editor. I'm just one guy with a camera and a passion, I guess. So I apologize. I know I'm trying to clean them up, make them tighter, videos shorter, more concise, and less of me babbling. Some people like the babbling. I don't know, but I am trying. So I apologize if there's any criticism you got, constructive. Even, I mean, maybe not constructive. If you want to call me a loser or something, that hurts. But I get it. I understand. I understand. I'm working on it. Promise you, I'm trying. I'm certainly trying. I'm just trying to get better with everything. But yeah, so hopefully these last couple videos have been better than my earlier ones. Not just uh, work wise, but content wise, quality wise. I'm not sure. But yeah, thanks for watching. If you have any questions, please leave a comment or you can message me on any platform. You can follow me on Twitter, TikTok, or Instagram as Stickosaurus. If you're not subscribed on YouTube, I'd really appreciate it if you would. We're getting close to 2K, kinda. So that'll be a milestone. Maybe we'll do a giveaway once we hit 2K. That'd be pretty cool. Certainly got enough helmets that we could get rid of one. Wouldn't hurt anybody's feelings, right? Right. If there's anything you want to see, let me know. I'll try to make it happen. All but like two of the requests I've ever had are in the works. Some of these might have already been finished, but yeah. Thanks for watching, and have a wonderful day.